it on YouTube and give me a
You can start over.
That's all right. I don't want to cover up all the cool toe surgery last night.
No. There's still plenty of tape. Lean your head back so I can get up your nose.
Alright, we're going to go through a quick part of my beginner class because some of y'all are using stuff that I don't think you should be using, and I'll tell you why real quick. Most people are put together approximately the same way. Your arms are in a similar ratio to your body as everybody else's. To use a smaller polearm will limit the effectiveness of everything I'm teaching. To use a longer one will once again limit the effectiveness because it changes the angles of attack that you have using the techniques that I want to show you. The right length polearm for virtually everyone aside from atypical dwarfs and stuff or gorillas, this is how long it needs to be. When you put the pole on the ground and your hand goes up, the tip of your finger should be very close to the tip of your pole. Anything shorter, and most of the range attacks will allow someone to get too close to you when you attack and you're going to simo out or something like that. Longer ones, and you won't be able to get the same angles on a lot of the fast shots. War poles will typically be longer. A war pole is something big and strong and heavy. Stand up.
Stop.
Watch crouch. Hey, Skinny, come here. War poles should be able to take a lot of damage and a lot of abuse. You go in the middle, man.
Oh man, I wish I had one of my poles right now. Grab it.
Do a chin up.
Grab and then drop.
Hang on it. Okay, a war pole should be able to take that kind of abuse. Who is confident in their bamboo?
Oh, bamboo? Fuck. My poles, I put on people's. People say, "What's that?" And I explain what it is, and they're like, "Are you sure it works?" I put it on their shoulder and I jump up and down on it.
So, in that particular situation, you need something that will take an amazing amount of abuse because that's what you're going to leave on the people at the other end of it. Light poles are awesome for ditch fighting and weekend wars. The reason for that is because someone wearing even a moderate sized amount of armor, such as 4 points, no matter how fast or how good you are, you're not likely to take off 4 points of armor and score a kill in the time it takes them to trudge through and get you. Using a good war pole, they won't have the ability to trudge through and get you. And your buddies, it's their job to take them out. In a good ditch, I might get 10, 15, 20 kills, and that's an awesome ditch. In a good war, I might get 5. But the effectiveness of a good war pole fighter with a team will do so much damage on a war type situation, kind of like banner wars. Our team might kill 35 people with reses and everything, and I might kill 1 on a good day. But because of the amount of damage that you can do and how much you can manipulate the flow of the battle, you can do a whole lot of damage. You have to know your role. In a ditch, you have to know your role. I'm going to show you some kind of brutal harpoon stuff, and I'm going to show you a little bit of just quick speed pole. The other thing that you're going to learn is the difference between using a war pole against an opponent and a war pole against opponents. All right.
Let me clarify what he said real quick. When he says 10 people in a ditch, he means each round of a ditch.
Get a shield.
Throw it to the pin.
All right. An important thing to understand
Kent.
with your speed poles, you've already learned your sword side rounds and your outside rounds. The other thing you have a lot of advantage on is your blind shots. With a decent polearm fighter, you should be able to work your blinds really well. What that does is allows you to tuck in behind shots that other people don't see. When you have somebody facing you, a single opponent, you're going to have to fight them face on. That's like what you learned in beginner class, a quick round, get up on shoulders, and to get back down underneath their swords. What you need to understand is that your position in a ditch battle has changed. Your job is no longer to kill the single person in front of you because he has somebody there and he has somebody there, and both of them are either out for you or out for the guys next to you. It becomes your job to attack and be attacked by them as well. You have to watch out for your buddies. The benefit to that is, come stand next to him, Court, is that you can use them to begin to open up your opponents for you. When you begin to use them against each other, see what the first thing he did? He's guarding himself. He doesn't want to get hit. You assume Court is going to do the same thing. Well, when Court starts bringing up his hand to try to block as well, you can start using them against each other and trying to work them in. What this does, it allows you once again to begin manipulating the tide of the battle. You know that his sword, for some reason, wants to float out way far away from the body, so you can get stabbed in the arm. You can allow him to do that if you want, but still you're only fighting the person next to you. When you begin to use them to fight each other and he floats that sword out, and you can hook those swords and use them against the opponents, then that opens up more than one person. A lot of what you do by manipulating is not scoring your kills again. When you have your buddy, your sword buddy or whatever with you, you might be able to get high enough to get a good kill in there. The problem is that by you extending like that, you're now opening yourself up to people around them. Whereas if you have a good coordination with the people around you and you start opening your opponents by pushing things where you want them to go, it allows your opponents to work with you. You need that kind of peer thing where people understand what you intend to do. War pole, this is even more important. Thank you. Because when you're fighting with a heavy pole, once again, like a down stick is a great example. Knocking a down stick out of the way will keep it from being dangerous for a moment. Knocking a down stick into somebody's nuts is likely to do more. You can take it out of the way, and that's good. If you get a good cross step, you can take it out of his hands. Ooh, that might have kind of hurt a little bit.
No.
Okay, good. When you can bounce people out of the way, pick up a shield or pick up a sword or something. Anything, look aggressive.
I borrowed it.
Okay, at this point, you have two people who are threatening to you. In order to best fight them, it's difficult to fight two people once, you want to fight one. So use some kind of aggressive technique that will allow them to start working against each other. One of my favorites for that is, especially in this situation where you have two people fighting shield next to each other, for some reason they both are very confident in their coverage. So if you try to stab in between them, both of them really tend to have a tendency to block. So even if you feint between them, both of them will close on each other. In this particular case, with him holding it in the wrong hand, no, you're good. He's gonna, when he tries to cover, he's gonna block his attack. So he's now begun to actually hinder his opponent. So when you feint to the inside and they start to cover up on each other, that allows you to begin manipulating the flow of the battle again. Because as he begins to cover, you start moving him back out of the way. You can start to manipulate what they intend to do. Because this is two shield guys who are like, I'm about to eat a pole guy. And that's probably their mentality, because who doesn't think they can kill some poor pole guy who's standing all by himself? Their confidence will be your best weapon in everything. Because for the most part, when you have a very relaxed stance and a very relaxed grip, if you see most of the warlords out there, they're not the tweakers. They aren't that person that's at lay on, they're ready to go. They're the guy standing out there like, yep, here we go again. And they have a very relaxed stance. It's because that's where everything comes from. You study your opponents, you see what they have. All right, at this point, what's the biggest problem with them fighting together? In order for him to attack, he has to either move away from his friend to swing, move out from his friend to swing, or reach over his friend. The benefit to that is you realize that he has to work around him. The more you can keep him in the way, the more you're only fighting one person. The more you can keep them having to fight amongst themselves, the better off you are. Everyone understand the idea of where we're going here? All right.